make a quick trip around this thing on the drone. This, of course, is the new job that we just moved on last week. And you're going to get to see, after this video, we're going to take a trip out to the lake where I worked on the spillway after the rain that we got yesterday. Just mind-boggling amounts of rain, and I'll explain more of that in that part of the video. But I'm not sure how many acres this job is. It's 100 and something around in there, but it's back in Mississippi. We've already knocked a pretty big dent in it. The timbers are very small. It had some bad seedlings. This is a good block of land. It normally, this area right here normally grows really, really good stands of timber. But for whatever reason, it's just like a corn crop or, farm crop, soybeans or anything like that. Something happened with it, and it's ready to be cut, and it needs to be put on the ground. So that's what we're doing, because I think it's around in the upper 20 years or 30-something years old range. But it just didn't put the size on it like it needed to. It's taking me 40 to 40 plus stems to make a load of logs, and that's a lot. Normally it takes in the mid 20s to make a load of logs, so you can kind of see the difference. And even the pine pulpwood tops, I am just having to just load those things completely all the way up and get them on there. So we got the 830 is at the dealer right now. I'll talk about that in another video, what all they're going to be doing to it, but it's a lot of major work on that thing that they're going to be doing. And so this guy, I just thought I'd give a kind of a quick bird's eye view of what this job right here looks like. We've actually moved the deck now Friday across the road from where it's sitting right here, so we're going to get after it there. But man, it's supposed to rain. They're calling for rain every day this next week. I mean, Monday through the weekend. So I'm not sure how much we'll be able to work. So hope you enjoy the rest of this video. We had one of the hardest rains. It dumped some of the most water I've ever seen dumped at one time. About three or 4 hours ago. We've been without power for about 3 hours. We got it back now, and just gonna ride around, see what it looks like here. You see the water coming down through here. I'm gonna put my boots on. We're gonna go check the pond and the landscaping that I did the other day after that rain we had yesterday, which was crazy. About a 10-15 minute ride over there. So it got a little rough here yesterday. Jason was over here when everything hit. The wind and the rain was just crazy. We must have had somewhere around 6 to 7 inches of rain in just a matter of like an hour. Because I mean, things went underwater that I've never seen go underwater before yesterday. But just to the south of us, not about 15, 16 miles in a straight line, there were 3 people in one community got killed down there by a tornado. Actually, not real far from Jason, where he lives down there. So I want to go look at this, what I worked on last week. I feel pretty certain that water may have went back over that dam again with as much rain as we got in a short period of time, and which is fine. I'm not really worried about that. I just want to look at where I cut that swell at and see what it looks like. So we had a lot of wind damage, I didn't have any, but you can see where the water went across the road right here. See all the stuff in the road? Actually went across right here. We were without power for 3 hours. I was on a generator for about a little over 3 hours yesterday after that hit. So this whole bottom right here, this is called Stokes Road. And this whole bottom over here on the left and on the right is completely flooded right now. So this road right here, you can see it's got silt out in it and both sides of it. This road basically turns into the ditch when we have these big rains. You can see all the water coming down through there right now. So I talked to Bruce a while ago and told him I was coming out here, I wanted to look at it. And he told me that it did not go over the dam, all that rain we had. So that's a good thing that it didn't do that. So we're gonna check the landscaping over here. We're gonna walk down here and look at the spillway right quick, and then we'll check the landscaping. So the dock's still plenty out of the water. The thing about it is, with the water being down, the water was up here about where that stick was right there. So see, it's still down like what it ought to be. This lake will hold a lot of water when it rains, and that's a 24-inch pipe. There was some people commenting in the comments said you should never have a pipe for a spillway. Man, there's a lot of lakes around this world that have pipes for spillways. In that 24-inch pipe, if the water's where it should be, it'll carry it, and it did. It's sitting right where it should be, right there. Good. Very good. That's perfect. You see all the mud in the water right there. Deer tracks everywhere. You can hear the water coming out of it right there. There we go. You see that big old piece of concrete that water blowed out of that pipe? That's pretty good. Real good. And there's a form board down there that was inside the pipe down there. I'm gonna go down there and get it out. Last time I stepped on this thing, it didn't work out too well. We're gonna ease down here. And we're gonna, it's that form board. Yeah, it's too thick on that dude. Oh yeah, that's some more of that concrete from right there. Looks good there. So this did good and blow out on the dock. They just need to come up here with some more riprap and work in on this side like I did over on that side. I should have done that the other day. I didn't even think about it. Would have kept that from washing, so I'll come back, fix that up for him right there, get that taken care of. For on my next trip out here, I'll come out here a good bit. See this over here. But man, that's a worst case scenario. That rain we had yesterday, that was crazy. Need to take a little bit of this out right here too, so that this don't do this. It's just tough when you're working with a hill that steep like that right there where that water's coming off of. But we're going to get it. Okay, so I got some more dog food, got a pair of jeans, and we're gonna go look at something else. Running Lowe's here real quick. Got something I need to see if I can find in here.